accessible to you now allows you to do things like browse a website, look at a content magazine or a guide. And let's just, for example, in this case, I'm going to go ahead and take a screen clipping out of here. Maybe we want to go rafting. Well, let's go ahead and take a note of that. I'm going to grab it here. And we'll put it on this screen for a minute. And the beauty of this is now I can actually mark up content while I'm viewing it on one screen. Take this into the domain of shopping online, reviewing an article, making notes, checking email, working on content on a different screen. You can do that pretty easily. If you go into a more productivity domain, which might be more familiar, say you're having a Skype call with somebody and you're doing an interview, well, now you have the ability to not only have the Skype call running, but you're also going to be able to take notes on that call. Or you're presenting a presentation to your colleagues, you have your speaker notes at the bottom, the Skype window up top. You may be looking at data, referencing. If you're a student in college or university, I may be watching a lecture while I do my homework. If you're my 9-year-old, I'm watching a Khan video on math, right, and doing math work. So very, very adaptable and versatile. Things you can't do on a notebook today. We think the culmination of the hardware, the OS, applications will get to a point where this becomes a really compelling experience.
How big are these screens?
So these happen to be 13.4 inch, but think of it as a category as a whole. These could be smaller, could be bigger. It unlocks a whole different set of experiences when you start thinking that way.
What's the resolution on the screens?
These are FHD class. Again, it's immaterial to what you're doing with it.
Right.
What's also kind of amazing is everything you just saw here was all gestural based, right? So I was using my fingers and a pen. If you happen to need a keyboard experience, we're actually thinking about that as well, right? So the idea of being able to have a physical keyboard on the screen, interacting, the device being aware of occluding a portion of the screen so the content only stays in a certain area. Take it a step further, you can do some pretty interesting things by opening up the touchpad, right?
It's amazing.
Right, it's a very intelligent experience in that this is a very traditional laptop device. And so again, you can do everything you would do on a normal laptop, but of course run it in a more traditional way.
Is it running Windows 10X?
So this is actually built on Windows 10. Windows 10X isn't available, but again, like I said earlier, architecture, OS, and applications, those three have to come together. So as we talk about these products and iterate on them, naturally, as the OS availability and the operating system vendors figure out how to go rationalize these, we're excited to go build experiences around that. Right? So,
is it something that you'll consider doing in a smaller form factor, like the Surface Duo or Neo from Microsoft?
I really can't get into where the category goes, but absolutely as a concept category, we're looking at those types of things, right? Understanding where did the size breakpoints come into this, what are the technological limitations. Devices that are much smaller will have a much more demanding performance requirement as far as efficiency of power, being able to do the right things with it. Ultimately, it's what do you want to be able to do with this, right? To your point, if this is a notebook, my expectations of this change versus if this is a companion device or if it's a smartphone, for example.
Are there ports on it?
There are. So you've got, in this case, you have two Type-C, and you have a headphone jack. Actually, two Type-C, sorry, one on each side. And you have a headphone jack. Obviously the power button.
Can it be closed with the keyboard?
Not inside it, no.
Okay.
When you want to do that, you actually take the keyboard out. Close it.
Wow.
Actually snap it.
That's really cool.
Okay.